the play is, but can you see?
Connor has the puck, made a great shot. One goes back up, and that's the score. There it is. Oliver Connor gets the first score of the game.
It's Framingham to three. Leo scores. Great shot. Score! Chelsea Vernon slides the back of the net from the face-off circle, and with 1:14 to go, the Raiders take a 3-2 lead.
And welcome back to an all-new Black Red Blitz. As always, I'm your host, Rebecca Cahn. Well, as we hit this month of February full speed, the schedule gets tougher, the games that much more important. Focusing first on basketball, so far this season, the boys have struggled to find a consistent rhythm, battling hard to stay above 500 in this insanely tight division. It would be yet another Bay State Conference clash to open up this new episode, but switching it up with a Saturday tip-off instead, boys basketball would face the Milton Wildcats the second time around. After beating the Wildcats earlier on the road, this time Milton would look to return the favor. Opening quarter, Raiders built a 4-point edge here when Colin Blasco off a screen drains the tray, and it's 10-6 Wellesley. But Milton easily erases that, and it starts first beyond the perimeter, thanks to Ethan Walco. Milton's tri-captain goes back-to-back from downtown to put Milton up 12-10 as the final seconds tick away this first. But get ready for some fantastic shots at the buzzer in this game, as Colin Blasco sneaks into the corner and nails the tray. Now it's end of the quarter, 13-12 Wellesley. So a close first half would leave us tied at 28 even. But as we jump ahead to this third, a tight match continues to battle on here, as both sides bring on the intensity. Off this fast break, Christian Reddick helps Wildcats come out running, opening up this quarter with 4 quick points unanswered. Coming out of that break, that's when junior Eddie Hassel, starts being a hassle to the Raiders defense. Yes, I went there. Finding a rhythm here as the Wildcats' advantage goes to 6. But that's when you also see the Raiders rise to the occasion. Coming all the way back from behind the perimeter, Owen D. Oliveira sneaks in, crashing the glass, snatching away the rebound, and gets the putback to roll in and one for a clutch 3-point play. But Milton starts to pull away with the scoring edge here again, building a 7-point lead after Samson Young gets the floater to drop in. Great passing inside to Owen D. Oliveira forces Wildcats to double up, leaving Ben Zimmerman wide open. Zimmerman makes them pay, draining the tray, cutting the deficit 40-36. Down by 6, Ryan Murray looks to change that himself, well beyond the 3-point arc. You know what? Just take it. Murray does, and he drills it. Wildcats miss, Raiders wisely dish it back up to Ryan Murray, and Murray wide open buries it from downtown again. We are tied, just under 2 to go in this third. Now remember I said this game had some classic buzzer beaters? Well, after Wildcats keep possession alive, and Owen Keeney sinks this jumper to give Milton a 46-44 edge, the Raiders take mere seconds getting the ball up court fast enough for Alex Barron, guarded well, to somehow get the fadeaway shot off, and it's good. Alex Barron beats the buzzer, and we are tied 46-46. What a shot. Bring on the fourth. Final frame down 48-46, Ben Zimmerman coming off a tough miss here, then gets the theft seconds later and makes sure this fast break layup goes in and gets fouled. Zimmerman is pumped as he gets a chance at the charity line for a 3-point play. And Wellesley leads 49-48 after facing a deficit for most of the game. Wojakowicz then takes the pass outside from Colin Blasco and drains the 3. Clutch shot here as that puts Wellesley up by 4, looking to maintain that edge here in its final frame. But instead, Milton would have other ideas. Cue in once again Eddie Hassel, whose multiple trays here would help define this game-changing fourth for the Wildcats. Micah Wickman off the bench would also contribute, knocking down this 3 as well, and that pushes the Wildcats' lead back up to 9, 61-52. So looking down a now 61-53 deficit, Ben Zimmerman changes that with 1 shot. Somehow Raiders are still in this one, still fighting. Wellesley then gets this massive tray here by Colin Blasco, makes it 65-59 Milton. there'd still be a chance if the Raiders had more time. And so it's another too little, too late kind of loss here for Wellesley as they lose another tough one at home. Milton came in and used a late fourth quarter offensive charge to define the outcome. Wildcats win this one by the final score, Milton 69, Wellesley 59. This boys hockey team has continued to be resilient throughout the season, and that has paid off for sure, despite the fact that Walpole continues to command the #1 spot in the Horde division. But these Raiders are just as consistent, just as dominating. So, coming into Babson here on Saturday with a 10-4 record, Wellesley would be looking for more as they face off against the Milton Wildcats. It's no lie, Milton is struggling as a team, but you're not helping yourself out when you nonchalantly pass the puck out in the neutral zone that's even remotely close to a Simmering twin. Joey Simmering takes it away, dekes around Cormac Howley, and easily buries it glove side for the unassisted score. 1-0 Wellesley. Sometimes it's the little things that stand out, as here it's just heads-up thinking by Bo Picking. Neutral zone, Picking still fires on net. It's close enough that John Driscoll has no choice but to glove it, hold on for an offensive zone face-off, and take his chances. Wellesley still holding on to that one-goal advantage. Now they have a great chance as well to add on to that lead right here, right now. Raiders keep the puck in their end. Zach Doughty from the point makes his move, dekes around Tim Looney, and from that sweet spot in the slot, slips the wrister glove side. And that makes it 2-0 Wellesley. Wildcats think they have the answer though right here. Jack Doherty's slap shot from the point soars up. Nolan McManus deflects it, reaching high up with his stick. Seconds later, the putback gets stuffed in by McManus. But while the Wildcats celebrate thinking they've cut the deficit in half, Wellesley quickly protests. The refs confer and ultimately make the decision call against Milton. Nolan McManus called for high sticking. No goal. So the shutout remains, and Wildcats are still down by 2 in this exciting opening period. So the third and final period opens up, and only seconds have ticked away, and Zach Doughty has come to play. Doughty, crashing the boards, comes up with the puck in the neutral zone, lays down a smooth move, and splits between multiple defenders. Zach Doughty buries it top shelf for his second score of the game. And that score gives Wellesley a 3-0 edge. Despite being down by 3 scores, Milton's John Driscoll has done his job well between the pipes. But the sophomore goalie pays for it right here. Off this Jack Hubbard shower-like slap shot that's hit so hard, Driscoll's glove can't snag it, but his neck collarbone area does. Ouch. That's gotta hurt for sure. As Driscoll has to be looked at, but toughens it out, he still remains in the game. So, we're near the 3-minute mark in regulation, and Wildcats keep fighting. And off another Jack Doherty slap shot, and this time there's no high sticking. And Devin Fahey finally stuffs the rebound in. But it wasn't easy. Suddenly though, it could still be a game here if the Wildcats play it right. Down 3-1, and still time on the clock. So Milton pulls the goalie, goes empty net. The Wildcats suddenly get another 2-man up advantage. But the best kind of penalty kill is to bury the shorty instead. Jack Hubbard near the defensive circle rips a shot so fast I can't even keep up with it. Puck finds the pipes, and just like that, Hubbard's shorthanded empty netter is back at the 3-goal lead for Wellesley. Milton's frustrating night is confirmed here as they miss out on a golden opportunity once again. Is it just me, or does Jack Hubbard look like a high school Zdeno? And so a somewhat close game originally on the ice was defined even more clearly in this final frame. Tommy Lieberman's empty netter here completes a commanding third period. Behind 2 goals by Zach Doughty, scores by Jack Hubbard, Joey Simmering and Tommy Lieberman are complemented by yet another impressive game in net by the freshman, Andrew Hubbard. Wellesley looks to keep rolling as they hit the road the next 2 games. For now, it's a solid victory here at home. 5-1 Raiders. Well, girls basketball continues to keep rolling over their competition after another solid victory on the road, this time at Milton. Now, no surprise, the Raiders are still unbeaten at home, and they would look to continue that streak as they face the Framingham Flyers here on Tuesday night. But they would have to do it without quite a few key players in the lineup. Dressing only 9 players on this night, missing would be Nicole Beckett, Brooke Hamilton, Emily Vitapka, Izzy Hartnett, Natalie Hone, and CJ Jones. That's a pretty tough task. Yes, the Flyers would come in here with their own struggles, down 2 captains themselves. But within a few minutes here, you can already see the 9 Raiders that are in tonight's lineup are more than enough. So some different players would get the chance to step up here tonight for Wellesley, showcasing this team's depth. Getting her first varsity start, sophomore Molly Cronin makes it count early. Just inside the 3-point arc, Cronin drains the long jumper in the opening minutes. Vienna Mona's team drives in the lane though, makes it, and for now, briefly, it's 4-4. Because switching the on button to relentless mode, Wellesley quickly rolls with a 6-0 run, and Giannappoli cuts in the lane, taking Dorian Cohen's pass and banking in the layup, forcing a Flyers timeout with a 10-4 Raiders advantage. Maddie Fleming, just off the Raider bench, comes in and makes an impact already, taking Giannapoli's inbound pass and banking it off glass. It's now a double-digit lead, 15-4. Susie Cosme drains a trade from Framingham, cutting it to 15-7, but that is it for anything close to consistency for this Flyers squad for a long time. And I mean a long time. As Dorian Cohen lays down a great block, keeps possession, and dishes the outlet pass ahead to Lily Malik. Malik lays down the fast break finish. Wellesley takes that 19-7 edge after one play here and completely run away from here, leaving Framingham in the dust. As Wellesley opens up this second, even more relentless, if that's even possible, as Lily Malik drains the J. And in transition, everyone is chipping in here as Maddie Fleming connects for her 4th point of the half here on this fast break. 25-7 Wellesley. Just seconds later, Giannappoli with the theft. Polly takes it in herself, and it feels like all you did is blink for a few seconds, and a 12-point deficit, though not exactly fun for Framingham, still kind of gave them hope. Well, now it's getting out of reach here with Flyers looking at a 20-point hole. But only thanks to their freshman Vienna Mona's team, this basket here is the lone 2 points that Framingham can add to this quarter, as Raiders have absolutely no problem draining bucket after bucket, matching the 19 points scored in the first to 19 more here in the second. Halftime honestly cannot come fast enough if you're Framingham, as Brooke Reefrey swishes home a trade that gives Wellesley a 38-9 commanding lead at the half. And as we jump ahead to the end of this third, this shot here pretty much describes how everything going right for Wellesley. Last few seconds fading fast, 2 seconds, 1 second, Lily Malik fires off the 3, and it cuts the net with the sweet sound of a swish. And the Raiders are dominating, demolishing Framingham with a resounding UConn basketball kind of lead here, 51-16. There may have been only 9 players ready to go tonight, but every one of those 9 stepped up and all scored as well. Each one had a part in handing Framingham their biggest defeat of the season, as they just crushed the Flyers by the final, 65-26. So we head back to Babson and check in with girls hockey. Now these Raiders have been on a tear, taking care of their last 9 games without a loss. But this team's chemistry and confidence on the ice isn't just the only thing that keeps getting better. With each point that they earn, Wellesley continues to climb higher in the Boston Globe Top 20 rankings. After their win over Norwood, Raiders are ranked number 10 in the state. But here on Wednesday night, Framingham would be next up to try to stop this Raiders hot streak. Opening period starts out deceivingly quiet here, but that all changes with one shot. Just past the 9-minute mark, bodies start falling as Erin Fleming slips, takes out Tess Lawson, but gets the pass off anyways to Mackenzie O'Neill. Then on a scale of 1 to 10, make it a 15 here with this deke. O'Neill then gets wrecked, but the puck ricochets over to Emily Rourke, who buries the shot. O'Neill gets the painful assist, and Rourke gets the score. 1-0 Wellesley. Now, don't forget I said that one shot changed everything, okay? Because only seconds pass after that score, Kat Donahue feeds the puck perfectly along the boards out to Emily Connors. Connors sets and flips a wrister past maybe a 2-inch space goalie Emma Lowry left between the near pipe for a 2-goal advantage. Raiders, though, are just getting started. Trust me. Leaves Coakley just everywhere on the ice, cuts in front and takes the puck, pushing it ahead to Devin Chapman on the move. Chapman collects it and racing down the ice, gets a great shot off. Lowry blocks out, but the rebound flips high up. Grayson Cheek on the doorstep sticks in the putback just like that. Another great play here starts on the defensive end as Olivia Vernon clears out deep ahead to Emily Rourke. Rourke sticks the puck to a speedy Bridget Noonan. Noonan stays with the puck through the attacking zone, getting past Casey Downing. Noonan, with determination behind the net, sets and fires the wraparound score. And man, the Raiders are on fire. Still here in the first. A 4-goal edge already for Wellesley. But oh wait, my bad. There's yet another one. So try to keep up. Kat Donahue from the point fires on net. Not sure if a stick deflection happened with Grace Dorr, but either way, it's a goal. And I'm awarding that score to Kat Donahue. It's a commanding 5-0 lead for the Raiders, and not even 10 minutes have fully passed in this first. Let that sink in for a moment. Wow. So, Framingham's got an uphill battle to climb, there's no denying that. But it's going to take a lot of goals to cut into this deficit. Not giving up though, Katie Pumala collects the loose puck and quickly gets free for a 2-on-1 breakaway. Pumala fires from the circle and nets it glove side, racing the shutout Wellesley had going, and stopping the Raiders' relentless momentum for the moment. Still trying to give her teammates any hope, down 5-1. Katie Pumala catches Olivia Vernon off guard, steals the puck and fakes out goalie Liddy Schultz, and goes backhand for her second score of the period. So Flyers quickly answered back with 2 unassisted goals by Pumala. But a first period of play though, as 7 total goals would be scored, with the Raiders standing on top 5-2 as this first finally comes to an end. Getting the start in net, freshman Liddy Schultz would quickly forget about those 2 earlier goals though, and locks it down the rest of the way. Framingham found some energy on the ice and kept at it aggressively offensively in the second and third, as they would try to erase a 3-goal deficit. Also helping out would be this huge stop defensively in the final frame. Off a face-off, Flyers win the draw and quickly create a fast break chance. Georgia Parker looks to win the race to the net with 4 Raiders behind her. Watch as Katie Hawkinson hustles down the ice, not only catches up to her, but takes her out of the play. And it remains a 5-2 game here. Schultz will continue to make the tough stops, and this would be an all-around solid game played here by Wellesley, with pretty much everyone on the roster getting quality time on the ice, getting a chance to step up as well. The first would be where all the scoring was at, as the next 2 periods, both sides would be shut out. So, Wellesley outlasts the Flyers in this one, winning their 6th game in a row, 5-2. Well, that does it for this episode, but there will be plenty more exciting Raiders highlights to come, so make sure to check back next week for an all-new episode. In the meantime, check us out on demand at wellesleymedia.org, our YouTube and Facebook pages at Wellesley Public Media, and of course right here on Comcast 9 and Verizon 39. Thanks for watching Black Red Blitz. Go Raiders!
He's got some room to run. This man, in for a touchdown. This man